Why you're always late, psychological reasons and how to break the habit. Hi, I'm Dr. Tony Weston. Are you someone who's often running late, no matter how hard you try to be on time? You're not alone. Chronic lateness is a struggle that many of us face, but it's not just about poor time management. Today we're going to explore why we're frequently late, the underlying psychological and emotional reasons for this, the effects it can have on our lives, and most importantly, what we can do to change it. Let's start by understanding what chronic lateness really is. It's easy to think of being late as simply disorganised or careless, but there's often much more beneath the surface. Chronic lateness is typically rooted in deeper psychological and emotional issues like anxiety, perfectionism, fear of failure, and emotional resistance. These factors create behavioural patterns that make punctuality challenging, no matter how much you try to will yourself into being on time. Let's break down some of the most common psychological and emotional reasons behind chronic lateness. Firstly, procrastination and anxiety. One of the most common reasons people are late is procrastination, which often goes hand in hand with anxiety. When we procrastinate, we're not just putting off tasks, we're avoiding the anxiety and stress that comes with them. It's a way of temporarily managing discomfort, but it often leads to a rush at the last minute, creating anxiety and stress which we're trying to avoid. 2. Fear of downtime. For some, the idea of arriving early and waiting feels uncomfortable or even intolerable. This discomfort with downtime can lead to a habit of trying to arrive just in time, which often results in being late. 3. Perfectionism. Perfectionism can make us feel like we need to have everything in perfect order before leaving. And this need to feel completely prepared often delays us as we get stuck in endless checks and adjustments. 4. Emotional resistance and control. Sometimes being late is a subtle form of resistance. It's about rebelling against expectations or obligations, even unconsciously. It can be a way of asserting control in situations where we feel powerless. 5. Fear of failure and self-sabotage. Lateness can also be a form of self-sabotage linked to a fear of failure or success. By being late, we create excuses that shield us from fully engaging in activities where we might fear judgment or falling short. Chronic lateness can have significant effects on our lives. It impacts relationships, job performance, and even our self-esteem. Relationship strain. When we're frequently late, it can send the unintended message that we don't value other people's time, even if that's not the case. This can strain friendships, family dynamics, and romantic relationships. In the workplace, chronic lateness can harm our professional reputation. It can lead to missed opportunities, career setbacks, and can even affect our earning potential. Over time, being late can erode our self-esteem. It creates a cycle of guilt, shame, and frustration, which reinforces negative self-perceptions and makes it even harder to change. So how to overcome chronic lateness? The good news is that chronic lateness isn't a permanent trait. It's a pattern that can be changed. So here are 7 practical strategies to help you break the cycle of lateness. Firstly, set realistic time goals. One of the most effective ways to combat lateness is to be realistic about how long tasks actually take. Often we underestimate the time needed, leading to a last-minute scramble. Start timing how long your routine tasks take and plan accordingly. 2. Break the perfectionism cycle. If perfectionism is a problem, try practicing good enough. Give yourself permission to leave things as they are rather than perfecting every detail before you go. Sometimes it's about progress, not perfection. 3. Address emotional blocks. Identify the emotional reasons you may be resisting punctuality. Are you anxious about the task ahead? Is there fear of judgment? Recognize these emotional triggers and work through them rather than letting them control you. 4. Plan ahead and prepare the night before. Preparation is key. Set out your clothes, pack your bag, and make any necessary arrangements the night before. The less you have to do in the morning, the easier it is to leave on time. 5. Practice mindfulness and presence. Mindfulness can help us become aware of the patterns that lead to lateness. We can pay attention to our thoughts and emotions when we're preparing to leave. Notice if we're delaying because of anxiety or other feelings, and take a moment to pause and redirect. 6. Create buffer time. Add extra time to your schedule as a buffer. If you think it takes 20 minutes to get somewhere, plan for 30. This cushion reduces the pressure and makes it less likely you'll end up late. 7. Seek professional help if needed. If lateness is a persistent problem that is deeply rooted in anxiety, perfectionism, or trauma, consider seeking professional support. Therapy can help you unpack the underlying causes and provide tailored strategies to change this habit. Remember, overcoming chronic lateness is not just about fixing your schedule. It's about understanding and addressing the emotional and psychological barriers that keep you stuck. By applying these strategies and being kind to yourself in the process, you can break the cycle and create a more punctual, confident version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who might be struggling with the same issue. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.